Hi, and welcome to Biba's Blessings Box. In this video, I'll be providing an intuitive message to the question, what do you need to help you shed old layers right now? But before we get started, I just want to make a couple of quick announcements. Please subscribe to my channel and make sure that you click the bell for notifications of new uploads and also live video streams. So far, you guys have been so wonderful in subscribing and sharing my channel with folks. I'm loving getting my notifications that you've got a new subscriber. So I'm super happy about that. I'm definitely going to meet my goal of 100 subscribers really soon. And then I will, do something to celebrate, I guess. I think I should. So I don't know what that's going to be, but I'll be sure to share that with you. The other announcement that I wanted to make is that on Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I'll be on live to discuss the themes and also how the cards that were pulled relate to the overall themes of the entire month of November. That's it for the announcements, and let's get into a little chat about the question, what do you need to help you shed old layers right now? When we think about layers, I want you to think about a snake or a scorpion. Both of those animals actually shed their outer layer. For a snake, it's their skin, and for a scorpion, it is their hard outer shell, which makes the process of shedding different for both. But where they are similar is in the reason why they are shedding, which is growth. They cannot grow larger than their outer layer, so they must shed in order to do so. We too are shedding as a way to grow. But keep in mind, the shedding process could be quite challenging and even painful. So what can we do to make shedding a little less challenging and a little less painful? That's the question. Now it's time to do some intentional breathing. The purpose of intentional breathing is to get you to a more centered place where you're more present with your intuition before you intuitively pick your message. So first, it's important to get comfortable. You can either sit down or you can lay down. You can close your eyes or keep them open, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. You can have your hands on your legs or at your side, or I like to place mine on my belly. Once you get comfortable, we're going to be inhaling through our nose to the count of 3, holding that breath for a count of 4, and then blowing out for a count of 5. And when you blow out, you're going to form your lips like a circle, like an O, and then push the air out of your belly. We're going to do this 3 times. Begin by inhaling through your nose for 3, 2, 3, hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, and blow out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale through your nose, 2, 3, hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, and blow out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, inhale through your nose, 2, 3, hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, and blow out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take a look at each of the 3 cards. Pick which card has the answer to the question, what do you need to help you shed old layers right now? Check in with your intuition. Are you seeing, hearing, or feeling card number 1? Or is it card number 2? Or perhaps card number 3? Be sure to drop your choice in the comments. If you chose card number 1, you chose Sun in Gemini. While Geminis are known for communications, they are very adaptable. And adaptability is the way that is going to help those of you who chose card 1 to shed your old layers right now. Adaptability is simply adjusting to new conditions. And right now, we're in a season of transformation and major change. So adaptability is going to come in handy because we need to ride the waves of these changes. The layers that we have right now represent our boundaries, our barriers, and also limiting beliefs that we have, which have ultimately come together to create protection, to keep us safe, to keep us comfortable even. And while they've done their job, these layers, to keep us in these safe containers, we cannot grow beyond them. Here are 3 ways that you can learn to become more adaptable. Think of an analogy like a new job. So you're starting off in this brand new job, a place that you've never worked before, and when you get there, you don't know much. You have to be open to learning from others. There are people in positions that are higher than yours that you can learn from. There are people who have been there for much longer periods of time who you can also learn from. Feel free to ask questions so that you can get around to understanding this new environment that you find yourself in from people who are familiar with it already. Look for the silver lining. The silver lining represents the place that you want to get to, the goal that you have in mind. And while you're going through turbulent and challenging times, it is the space that you want to go to just to be reminded of what you're doing all of this for. So find the silver lining and hold that in your heart and in your mind as you're moving forward through trying times. And lastly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're going to. It is not possible to do this thing perfectly. There is no perfect way, even if you think that there is. So making mistakes provides opportunities for clarity. So don't be afraid of when that happens. So that is it for card 1. For card 2, the answer to the question, what do you need to help you shed old layers right now, is Sagittarius Moon. While the card says freedom and adventure, what I feel is curiosity. Activate your curiosity. As I mentioned with card 1, people, a way to increase their adaptability is to ask questions. Asking questions is going to be very important for you card 2 folks. The energy to invoke is trying new things or learning something new. The goal here is not to be attached to the thing that you are trying. This is not about mastery. Mastery requires time, it requires energy, it requires toiling. You are highly focused on a particular subject to learn it in and out. This ain't that. Think of yourself at a party and they've got these snack trays or hors d'oeuvre trays just circulating about the building. And you're in there and all these cute waiters or waitresses are rolling past you with all these delectable goodies. And you say to yourself, I'm going to try all this shit. So somebody comes by and says, hello, would you like to try this fancy shrimp situation with red caviar and a sprig of, chives or some shit on there. You think of something fancy. And any other time you would have said, I don't know about that caviar, so I'm going to say no. This time you say, I'm going to try that. You give it a try. The flavors coming together. I would have never thought to put that. This is amazing. I love it. And then you just let them roll off into the sunset and you're like, oh, I want to try all the things. So as they're bringing more and more trays around, you're having little dalliances, dalliance here, a little something here. I love that. That's okay. Oh my God, take that away because I'm going to take that whole tray and put it in my purse. I don't want to be that girl in here, So have the dalliances, enjoy the curiosity. Just go here, try that. Go over there, try that other thing, and focus on the adventure and freedom of being curious. By doing so, you're focusing on the newness instead of what's actually being shed. Because the shedding is happening. Let's be all the way real about it. It is happening. And when you focus so much on the shedding, it only leads to more hardship. It only makes it more difficult. So focus on the other side of that, like, ooh, so much newness and excitement. All right. So that is it for card 2. For those of you who chose card 3 in answer to what do you need to help you shed old layers right now? Your answer is in the eclipse in Cancer. Acceptance is simply recognizing the reality. You're no longer hoping for something different. You are accepting what is as what is. Growth is a part of nature, and that means that things are growing to die, and the things that die open up space for new things to be born. It is what it is. When you accept things, notice that there's a different energy that takes place. Not only that, but there is different action that's taken when you are no longer resisting. You're not hoping for something different. You are letting it be what it is. You're not pushing to make fetch happen here. You are really just taking your time to usher in as much ease as possible. You're at the okay, fine stage. Acceptance allows you to take the weight off. Now, look, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean you have to like it. You ain't got to love it either. But what acceptance does is that it helps to alleviate suffering. It's best to put your focus on acceptance of the right now, of the present, because things may change in the future. But we ain't in the future. We're in the now. It helps you to become more detached from the outcome. And detachment is ideal in a highly transformational season, such as the one that we are in right now. All right, my good people, we are complete. This has been amazing. So many ahas in here, so much richness and juiciness. And just in summary, the question that was asked was, what do you need to help you shed old layers right now? For those of you who chose card 1, you got Gemini Sun, and the word for you is adaptability. Adjust to the new conditions because they're coming, even if you ain't ready. For those of you who chose card 2, you got the moon in Sagittarius, which is focusing on being curious, activating your curiosity. Have little dalliances with the something new, as opposed to focusing so much on what you are actually shedding. And lastly, if you chose card 3, you chose eclipse in Cancer, acceptance. It is what it is. So quit fighting. Quit resisting. Accept what is in front of you right now. Accept the reality. What's happening is what's happening. So help the universe help you. Take the weight off and alleviate your suffering. All right, guys. So if this has been helpful to you, please consider donating to the cause. Y'all saw my video last time. My nails still look a hot mess. At least I don't have any nail polish on them. But you can do so at Cashapp, $SupernovaB, Venmo at SupernovaB, and PayPal. PayPal.me/workwithBiba. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget, come back here where I'll be live on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time to talk about the overarching themes for the month of November. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. Hope to see you then.